when I was a child, I wasn't really sure that I wanted to do this. But by the time I got to high school, I knew that I wanted to be a teacher. I didn't know I wanted to be a music teacher, but I knew I wanted to be a teacher. So probably high school. Well, my profession is I'm early childhood music teacher. I teach children from the ages of 3 to 7. And I didn't really choose it, it kind of chose me, because I was a teacher in the public school system. And then I got married and I had 3 children and I decided to stay home. So I stayed home for a little while, and then that kind of drove me a little bit crazy. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, I got a phone call from a music school, and they said, "Oh, we understand you love music and you love children, and we were wondering if you would teach a class of 6 4-year-olds using the ORF process." And I thought, that would be fun. What is the ORF process? But I thought, well, sink or swim, I'm going to do it. So that's how I got started. There were a lot of inspirations along the way, but one lady who inspired me was a lady by the name of Norma Mickelson, and she was an education advisor at the University of Victoria. But then more and more musicians inspired me. So I got inspired by people who I would go to workshops. I went to workshops in New Orleans and Seattle and Edmonton and Toronto. I went to the Royal Conservatory of Music, totally inspired by what was happening there. Question, Danica. My program is really just me. There are other franchises out there, but my program I developed from getting ideas and tailoring them to suit the classes that I had and the ages that I had. So my program is, I call it my Bible now. It's just full of lesson plans that are foolproof, and they're creative and they're inventive and they're fun. Probably my biggest struggle, Jaden, was building my business, building my clientele, finding people who believed in what I was doing. And after a while, it got pretty easy because people started to really believe in the power of music. Oh, Mr. Jan Harvey. My biggest supporter. He, my husband, Rolly Harvey, always believed that I would be successful. And he would send me out the door. It didn't matter how I felt, if I was nervous or if I wasn't nervous, he would always just say to me, "You know what, Jan Harvey, you will knock him dead. You just go do your best." And that was my inspiration. I don't feel that I've done anything heroic, but what I'm so proud of is that I've instilled a love of music into thousands of children and hopefully enhanced their lives with music. Oh, Danica, I think the accomplishments are right here. The fact that this has been a hugely successful business for me, and that I can walk through that door after 32 years of teaching music, and still every single time I walk through that door I want to be here. There's not been a day where I haven't thought, oh, this is a job I don't want to be at. I come in here and it's happy and I'm smiling and it's joyful and it's full of love.